Hello, Bl'Artagnan here with Divine Leviathan Lufenia Plus. We're bringing a team of Ace, Bosch, and Kais. Before we get too deep into it, be sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, ring that notification bell, help me in my continual war against the YouTube algorithm, and leave a comment down below with, I actually have a topic in mind for you to comment on, something I'm wondering about, but I'll ask it once it becomes relevant, so stay tuned, I'll get to that in a sec. We're timing our calls here just right. We want Leviathan to go below 90% right before Ace's turn. And as luck would have it, Cyan plus Tifa, with no ultimate weapon on Cyan, gets us exactly where we want to be there. So that was, basically, I couldn't have asked for it to go better than that. Kais managing to hero support both of his allies. I wanted that to happen so that Ace can open up with his LD, getting his full stacks and applying his trap to all three targets. We've already seen how crazy Ace's traps can be in a triple target fight. That's why he was showcased on Transcendence 5 with the mummies. Remember those three mummies? So he's gonna be doing a bunch of damage every turn. It's just gonna be constant. Unfortunately, that HP mitigation debuff, or the HP damage debuff, is gonna kind of eat into his damage pretty noticeably. But, what are you gonna do? You know, it all adds up. Maybe I should have brought Lena instead of Kais. So why did I bring Kais? So, you're probably thinking to yourself, Bl'Art, there's no way you're going to be able to line up good launches in a fight where they're constantly delaying you. And you're right. You can't really. But Kais actually has a number of other qualities that I wanted to showcase in this fight, just because it's not a terribly difficult fight, and they can be relevant. Or at least the main ones can be. Before we get into that, though, I actually wanted to get into my comment question as we go into the Ace Burst phase, which is, I'm wondering what you do if you have Green Ace, or if you're just theory crafting, you don't have Green Ace, but you've been thinking about it and have opinions. Let me know your thoughts as to the best way to make use of his Burst phase and finisher, because that trap he does at the end of the effect, of his Burst effect, has me kind of trying to figure out the best way to make use of it, because in many cases, what I try to do with characters is, maybe I'll try to set, for like a Vayne, for instance, or a Machina, you try to set it up so that their burst phase is powered up by their burst effect from the finisher. With Bart's, I go into the burst phase, go through that in order to stack, or Gilgamesh as well, try to stack up his the burst effect, and then just use his burst finisher from greening it to keep it going, to refresh it. Ace is weird because he has a stacking burst effect, but he also has that finisher attack he does at the end of the effect, kind of similar to Garnet. And so, we have a few choices here. We can just kind of naturally let them both play out and play through, and then at the end of it, the trap goes off, and then you use then you either go into the burst phase or burst finisher, whichever you hadn't used, and just rinse and repeat. Or, you could, in theory, I guess, use one while the effect is still going on in order to, get the added HP cap and bonus effects from the fully stacked burst effect when you're using the finisher. Or you could, the side benefit of that is it keeps the stacks, and that's kind of nice. I figure that's probably not as good as getting free damage from the trap effect, but then you have to restack it, and I don't know. If you're an Ace expert, or if you just have strong opinions in general, please let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Still figuring it out for myself, and hey, it gives you something to comment on, which is great for me because, man, I have been at 856 subscribers for like the past month. And it feels weird because I've been steadily on the rise, but man, YouTube keeps hitting me with ads when I watch back my own videos, and I feel betrayed by it. Anyway, that's what I get for trying to do QA. So what are we? Anyway, I was saying I was going to talk about Kais. Bosch is here too. He's keeping us safe. I love playing Bosch. He's really cool with C90. It's great. So, Kais, what he does here, he does a couple of interesting things. The main reason I wanted to bring Kais is to showcase the fact that he actually has 100% crit rate. And so even though these guys can't get broken, we're going to be doing just crits for days. You see Ace just constantly critting, even with that stupid HP damage reduction thing, kind of annoying. He just crits all over the place. Crits, you see? And that's pretty cool. I don't know why they gave Kais 100% crit rate on his auras, but we'll take it. He also actually, he's just kind of passively providing HP damage up and battery through his, just the fact that everyone's launching constantly, which is kind of neat. So you see there, just free damage. And so long as I have his LD debuff active, which we're saving for when the little bubbles show up, it's battering the party as well, which is kind of nice. Oh yeah, also, hero support prevents his allies from being broken as well, so that's just more random utility. It's very easy to forget that Kais is more than just a launch bot, so that's kind of cool. And here we go. Bosch just continually tanking every hit this fight gives, because he's basically just mini Zack. It feels weird that the older character is basically mini new character. The newer character is basically just older. I don't know. It's weird because it's a new weapon, older character. You see what I'm trying to say? I'm kind of rambling a little bit, but whatever. So we're just going to be letting these guys blow us up a whole lot and keep applying that stupid, annoying debuff. There are worse things in this world than taking a bunch of, or than having your HP damage halved, but Unfortunately, most of the HP damage up from this team is from Kais during launch, so, and Pandemonium as well, but it's okay. He actually does crazy damage in a triple target fight with that EX. You see that? That was a lot of damage. I'm not going to say how much it was because we're done making that joke, but anyway, yeah. I mean, this fight really isn't super duper challenging. It feels more challenging than, say, Rem intersecting wills. Oh, look, see? Ace not broken. Thank you, hero support. But at the end of the day, they have no reductions and no way to, like, get around your damage mitigation if you bring damage mitigation. I did find that, like, you know, it puts out enough HP damage that, like, I think, like, just Auron or just Guy or just, like, a single tank whose mitigation isn't stellar could get overwhelmed. Bosch, of course, just eats here because they have no double taps and it's all AoE, no splash damage. So that's that. But so you see here, we have one turn left on that Ace Burst effect, and I decided in this case, like I said, I wasn't sure the right course, but I decided in this case, and I'm kind of regretting it given that his HP damage is halved, that I would just let the trap go off. We are right here. There we go. Go, Ace, go. Okay, he went. So on his turn, he can go ahead and reapply that burst effect and restack it, which is kind of but honestly, we're not bringing Ace for the burst effect. The burst effect is gravy on top of all the other great stuff he's doing. When I say all the other great stuff, I mean all of the crazy traps that he brings in. God, what a silly character. A uniquely silly character Ace is. Yeah, this fight is a bit of a pushover, I'm finding. The buff that it puts on itself, I checked, is actually just defense and speed up, and it's there for one turn. I'm not really sure what it's supposed to be doing. The Whirlpool goes away after the orb goes away, if you manage to stack it up to 45, which is cool. I did a really stupid run featuring Golbez, Core, and Lena that I decided not to post because it took like 40 goddamn minutes because of all these delay effects. But if the entire team has their damage mitigation on, or brave damage mitigation, or dodge or whatever, then the orb gets stacked and then the delay goes away, which is kind of cool. Not really relevant because on most teams you're going to be pushing his threshold below 50% before the orb is going away, but hey, kind of neat, I guess. Trivia for you. There we go. Let's go ahead and LD. We're close enough that we can do that. Actually, that might have been a bit of a miss. It's probably fine. I think it might have been a misplay. We had a bunch of traps lined up on these guys that we just kind of overwrote by doing that LD. We used the LD because we were in Pandemonium and I wanted to take advantage of the heightened Brave seal, or the max Brave cap, but really, that HP damage down debuff is really kind of hurting Ace's damage output. He's still critting thanks to Kais. Look at that. Kais is doing pretty great damage. And Bosch, of course, has 6 buffs on him, so he's all ribboned up. Thank you, Kais. And so he's doing tremendous damage on his turns. We are getting the occasional. You can see here. I'm gonna do some big brain stuff. Big brain stuff. Check this out. Look at that. Setting up the good Ace launch. That was a pro gamer move right there. Go ahead and just do this real quick. There we go. And that's gonna set up another good launch for us. Well, no, it would have if I hadn't bungled it and decided to delay Leviathan there. So that was maybe not the best move, but it's probably fine. But now we're just trying to get this last 4% down, and gosh, it just, almost there. We're almost there, guys. Not particularly tanky fish. It just feels like it takes forever to get chew through him because he takes so many turns. That's Spume again. God, I hate it. Spume. Ugh. And one more Tsunami. Feels like doesn't deal enough damage to us because Bosch is tanky as hell. And with that, I think we're gonna... Yeah, the dignified way to take him down. Selkie Throw. That's how we deal with you, you stupid fish. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching through the end. It was a lot of fun using Ace and Kais here, even though Kais is weird in a fight like this. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Adios.